When we install a new hard drive, the newer drives will automatically be detected by setup and will basically configure themselves. But older BIOS will need some help to recognize the drive. When BIOS doesn't support a large capacity hard drive, we have some options. We can let the BIOS see the drive as a smaller drive, in which case we would be limited to the smaller drive's capacity. We could upgrade the BIOS. This is the best solution, but again, we need to be very careful when we upgrade a BIOS. We need to download the drivers and the instructions to upgrade the BIOS from the internet, and make sure that we follow the instructions to the letter. Remember that upgrading a BIOS improperly can render a computer completely useless. We could also upgrade the entire system board. We don't need to upgrade the entire system board in order to upgrade the BIOS. But if we were planning on changing out the system board anyway, because of needing some additional expansion slots or needing a larger processor, then upgrading the system board would also give us a new BIOS. We could also use software that interfaces between the older BIOS and the large capacity drive. Some examples of this are Disk Manager by OnTrack, SpeedStore by Storage Dimensions, and EasyDrive by StorageSoft. This is software that can be purchased to allow an older BIOS to see a larger hard drive. And we can also use a hardware solution by using an adapter card that provides a BIOS to substitute for the system BIOS. These types of adapter cards became very popular during the so-called Y2K crisis, when everybody was upgrading their BIOS because they were afraid of what would happen after the year 2000. So we've got a lot of different options that we can choose from if we have an older BIOS. A special note on moving a hard drive that already has some information on it is that we should make sure that we back up the data on the hard drive before we move it to avoid potential problems with lost data, the inability to access the drive's data, or possibly a different translation method which would keep us from being able to access the data. Backing up information before we make a change on a computer is a good practice to get into in the first place. You can never be too safe as to have good backups. So now if we've installed the drive properly and the system can see it, now let's look at how we can partition and format the drive in the next section.